Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Donkey Kong for the Game Boy. In the last video, we played through the remainder of Stage 5 and got started with Stage 6. And now, we're going to play the remainder of Stage 6 and get started on Stage 7. Still getting over a sore throat, so apologies if I sound weird or gargly. Let's begin. So this one, you're just going straight up to get the key and then coming back. But these cannons fire in 3 angles. Forward, 45 degrees, and straight up. And it's a good thing I was able to get the jumping board and also get everything in such a way so that I could grab the wire and launch myself upwards. That was neat. And now I can just bring myself back. Alright, now it's time for the slot machine bonus game. Couldn't do anything there. Oh well. Not that I was going to get any live that could be, you know, stacked over. Anyway, 6-6, we got the wind again. Want to keep making sure that we go a little bit to the left. And we need to bring ourselves all the way to the left. Well, like that. Make sure you leap off at the edge. And that'll do it. I made that look a little easier than it actually is. Because if you're not exactly at the edge on those jumps after the key, you're hitting the spikes and you're losing the life. So you want to beat the edge for those jumps. Alright, stage 6-7. This one. So we're going to duck down here because the conveyor belt is going to the left. And from here we need to take the key with us. And this is going to the left. And we need to get to the key to us as fast as possible, which means we need to hit the switch as fast as possible. And we need to keep doing this. Yeah, thanks. Like I really wanted to deal with that. And I have to do this the whole time. Though there is something to be said for using the little ladder platforms if you mess up, but still. You can't be too careful with this. There we go. Need to be careful here. All right. That's gonna go there. Come on. So I can grab you. Okay. Now we're gonna have to get the key again. But we should be able to do every... Well, we have the idea of what to do now. We just need to be good on the timing. It is possible to get everything in the time limit. Oh, come on. You just have to be pretty quick and just know what you're doing. Like, you better be ready to hit the switch as soon as the key drops down there. And you better be ready to time your movements, too. Okay. That's going down there. All right. Now we need to throw the key. We need to be very careful how we get everything, too. Because that could be rather bad if you don't do it right. There we go. Now everything is still going left. Thankfully, the angled lines on the conveyor belts always move towards where the conveyor belts are actually moving, which is pretty cool. Perfect. Grab it. All right, we need to do this again. All right, get the key as soon as it comes back. Now this time, we can just take the key to the doors. And I believe the third one is going to be the one where we're going to exit from. So just toss it upwards and climb upwards accordingly. Whew. That took fewer tries than I thought it would take. Now it's time for 6-8, where you fight Donkey Kong on the wing of a plane, on the tail wing. I thought I would hit him there. Oh, come on. Oops. Not far to the left enough. Let's try this again, once more with feeling. Okay, note to self, don't hold left at the start. Make sure you hold right. Yikes. Ah. Mario! Mario! Okay. That's 2 barrels. And now that's 3. That shouldn't have been that difficult. Really shouldn't have been. What can you do? And hey, blocks disappear when you or the enemy walks on them. Might as well save. And now, it's time for 7-1. We are now on the Iceberg. So here's what you need to do. We're going to have to wait for this fireball to open the way because of those platforms. And then we're going to have to go up and hit the switch. And we got to be careful not to get burnt. And of course, we can also get this as well. Grab the umbrella. Hit the switch. And from here, you're going to have to wait for these guys to do their thing again. Now they're going to go clockwise around, which means they're going to come back. And they're going to go down and into the right where the key is. And then they'll get everything to the left of the switch, and then there we go. So we need to press the switch, throw the key, do all that, get the key, and then bring it to the door. The key, the switch above the exit, not only controls those bridges, but it also brings the door, or rather the door next to the exit, I should say. Let me start again. The switch above the exit, it not only controls the bridges, but it also controls that door to the left of the exit. So you have to lower the key by getting rid of the bridges, bring the bridges back up, climb down from the left bridge, get to the key and jump on it and grab it as quickly as possible, and then get to the exit. Not exactly a favorite level of mine due to the reaction time that you're kind of expected to have. I'm amazed I did this on the first try. I made this look easier than it already was. Now that that explanation's over and done, let's just go ahead and get some lives that we can't use. Alright, 7-2. We need to go down in the water first. I don't like you. Why are you here? You want to make sure you're far away from him, too. Otherwise, he'll grab onto you for a little while and then... Yeah. No, 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 no. Yeah, and yes, you do have to flip that switch. Alright, want to make sure I grab those pickups, the umbrella and the purse before, you know, taking the elevators that I've activated to get the key. Now those little platforms on the ice, or the water rather, they will sink under your weight. So you want to be very careful what you're doing. And if you fall into the water, you're going to have to ditch the key. You're going to have to get rid of the key, and you're going to have to go up there again. Which, not a fun time. But at least you don't have to play around with the switch again unless you lose a life. Alright. Got a Mario. Better than nothing. Let's play stage 7-3. The exit is hidden near to the left of the hat. Keep that in mind. I'm going to do that. I'm going to make the block to get the purse, or rather the umbrella. Then I'm going to grab everything else. I'm going to get rid of the penguins. I said I'm going to get rid of the penguins. Good grief. Flip the switch too. That way we can actually get out of here. Now let's grab the key. You can use the jumping board if you need a little bit of help. But you can also use the walruses that are walking around the little blocks as a bit of a help too, while they're walking downwards off the right side. You can do that. But in case you're having trouble, you can always use that jumping board icon to create a temporary jumping board and give yourself a little bit of an extra boost. So that jumping board isn't totally useless. If you need to, you can use it. And now it's time for stage 7-4. All right. Now, those little crusher platforms are a clue as to what we need to do. So let's do it. Oof. You kind of need to get that second crusher platform to show up. And it's not going to show up unless you can get on the platform. So let's try this again. And it helps. There we go. Not sure if I'm on it or the platform itself, but you get the idea. And hey, icicles. Don't let them hit you. And use them as platforms when they come down. And let's go ahead and save. And I'm surprised we were able to get through all that. Especially that one level in stage 6. That involved me going through the entire level twice over just to get all the pickups and get the key to the exit. So we have more of the Iceberg to explore, but that will have to wait until the next video. So join me next time where we take on more of stage 7. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!